Okay, today I'm in Indian Mound Cottage, built in 1892. This is the Indian Mound Cottage here. It was first built, Gordon McKay. He was 70 years old when they built this cottage. And it was a shingle style Victorian house, as you can tell. Really colorful, got several chimneys. It was originally called the McKay Cottage. Of course, they named the cottages after the people originally built them. But later on it became Rockefeller Cottage because William Rockefeller bought it. And also became known as Indian Mound too. Gordon McKay made his fortune in stitching machines. We came around the same time as the Civil War, so when his stitching machines made the shoes and boots for the Civil War better, so he made a fortune off that through the contracts with the U.S. Army. In 1905, this cottage was sold to William Rockefeller, and they called it the Rockefeller Cottage after that. Usually they named it after the people that owned it. In 1913, he renamed it Indian Mound, because of the mound right here you see before me. Back then it was 10 feet high. They thought at that time it was Indian burial ground, but it ended up being just oyster shells under there. So it was 10 feet tall, a lot taller, and they cut it down this size so they could see the Jekyll Creek, as they call it then, but what we call the Jekyll River today. William Rockefeller made all his money with his brother, J.D. Rockefeller, in Standard Oil. He was a holder in that as well. William Rockefeller and his family were down to earth and were strong in family values. 1920, Mira Rockefeller, William Rockefeller's wife, died of heart failure. And when William Rockefeller died, he left a fortune of $150 million to his heirs. The cottage sat empty for 2 years. It usually does when the state owns it. The next person to purchase this awesome cottage was Helen Jenkins. She was also a club member. Helen Jenkins left the cottage to her nephew, who married one of Rockefeller's daughters, his youngest daughter. But the nephew gave this cottage, the Rockefeller Cottage, to the Jekyll Island Club to pay for his debts, to be even. Jekyll Island Authority, or the state, eventually bought the next owners of this cottage until 1947, when the state of Georgia bought the whole island and ended up going to them. 1954, Toulouse Fish, a widow from Waycross, leased the cottage and made it an art gallery for several years. Indian Mound Cottage was closed in 1968 for repairs and then opened until 1971. Tell you a little bit of trivia about Mrs. Rockefeller, William Rockefeller's wife. She believed in safety because back then their biggest enemy of these cottages was fire. They didn't have a fire department, so they had to put out the fire themselves with water and buckets and stuff like that. So they had all kinds of escape plans to get out of here. That's why the roof is, you can go down on the roof and get out. They had ways you can get out of the window and jump off. They had a slide in the back. You can see the remnants of a slide. You can see all the doors that come out for they can get out quickly for their family. See these trellises they have on there for stuff to grow on? Been out there a long time. This is where the overhang where you go to, look at that up there. Little balcony up there you can go up to. See out there? Never noticed that before. It's a porch. Really awesome. Imagine what this place has seen over the years. Rockefellers coming in here and so forth and so on. With a view from the driveway. And these are the steps. You got steps on either side. And it goes up to this awesome porch. Look at this, the columns. This porch is so open and airy, and of course they got the big windows and the door. The door is not as big as the other cottages I've seen, but it's pretty good sized door too. You see the shingle style on the walls. Really nice view. Look at the yard out here. Jekyll Island Club's right over there. They weren't far from the Jekyll Island Club. On this porch, awesome. Check it out. Look at that huge window. And they got a door. Just a door there. Porch goes all the way around. More of those trellises. And this is the far side of the porch here. Goes all the way around. Yeah, look at this. all the way to the back. And this is the back of the Rockefeller Cottage. You can see where they had a slide installed so you could escape during a fire. They come from the top floor out there. You can see where they come through the window door right there, and there was a slide that went down to the ground right out here. Interesting. This is a look at the Rockefeller Cottage over here on the back side. You can see all the windows. See how that door comes out there? That's another fire escape. And I said there's the also what I mentioned earlier, the slide with a door up there. They had something for every level. This is where their cold storage was. Most of these cottages had a cold storage underneath. You can see the stairs that go down. Also that to slide stuff down with. And then those big doors, and there's a window. You can see the windows underneath. All around. This is the back porch to the cottage. Nice little sitting area. They put up that wall where they hang their laundry at. This wall is still standing today. And this is the back of the Rockefeller Cottage. Okay, walking from behind the cottage right back to the front. Got the handicap access for people that need to be able to get in with a wheelchair. But this is the other side. See, they have windows everywhere. Because these houses predate electricity, so you have windows and doors everywhere. All these cottages have a lot of windows. And you can notice the balcony up there too. That's interesting. I never noticed that for that rail there. It's like they use a handrail to get from this side over here to that side. Maybe there was a wall up here one time or a ledge or something to hold them where they wouldn't fall off. But that's interesting. They had the handrail there to move from one side to the other. Look how it's built with concrete with ivy on it. And they got the bricks holding at the corners. See the ivy wall they have all the way down? This amazes me how small their doors was. Some of their doors were really big, and this window was huge. All the windows are different sizes. You got really small windows like these, or even smaller than those and those. And you got the big windows there. Look at the shingle style of the wall. Awesome. This is what it looks like inside that wall where they hang their laundry to dry or whatever they wanted to put back here. And there's a concrete platform there. Not sure what that served as. It looks like a pole was in it at one time. If you know what that is, let me know. And there's also a cistern or a well in the back too. Really awesome. Neat. These are only frosted windows. You see how they look? You got the design on them. The rest of them aren't like that. It's the only ones that's frosted. Interesting. A well-built house. Look at the floor, the walls all the way to the ceiling. Really interesting. Wonder what these holes are for. Got different holes in each side. Wonder what that was for.
Out of everything in the home, I told you not to touch stuff. However, you can touch the banisters of the stairs. In fact, I would encourage you to touch the banisters of the stairs. The family staircase, which is the red one. I'm going to ask you to use the banister just because it's really steep and narrow.
Is this the parlor? It's like a parlor, living room area.
Okay. So we all look down at our feet. We see this lovely red carpet. Today, she actually had
Look at that fireplace.
red velvet carpet. Got really tired of people tracking in dirt.
Same kind of phone.
Driveway page. Some people think this their shoes would be pleased. This first room to the right when you come in this door, it does have a portrait of Miss House.
Check out the size of this bathroom. It's a big tub. Look at that sink. Look at it. That's the kind of toilet you had to pull the handle to flush it from the top.
Not only would that have been used for Mr. Williams'
Look at that.
hunting rifles, it would have been used for Standard Oil bonds. Like his brother John D., William did make his fortune in Standard Oil.
Look at this.
stats of his brother, though. At the time of his death, William was worth only about $400 million. Now, if you adjust that for inflation, that is equivalent of
Here's some of these games right here. Dominoes.
Also, if you'll notice, as you
Victrola.
walk through this home,
That's the safe for all his money. Putting all his money in there.
from January 1st through March 31st. Club members were here for 3 months out of the year.
Look at that door. Here's some of these old pictures. Rockefeller pictures.
Yeah.
Hey Julie, you see their Viewmaster? See it? Check out this cool staircase. This is from the front. That's the front door there. Look at this chair. Coat rack. The parlor room goes into that room.
Alright, so as you go upstairs, this would have been just ordered out of a catalog. This was not a special stained glass window or anything. Miss Elmira's favorite flower was the rose, so she did pick this stained glass window. She put a stained glass. This is Miss Elmira's bedroom. You'll notice it is extremely large. We are fairly certain that she and Mr. William did in fact share this bedroom. One reason we think, but another thing is,
Look at this, Julie. Look at that.
you'll notice there's 2 sinks. That's actually pretty.
This is their bedroom. Look how big it is.
Also in the bathroom, you'll notice 2 faucets in the tub. One faucet leads to hot and cold fresh water, and one faucet leads to soft water. Miss Elmira had a medical condition that inflamed the nerves of her body. It was extremely painful. She found that while she was here on the island,
Look at this elevator.
warm saltwater soaks
Look at the elevator.
helped her pain. So she frequently enjoyed saltwater soaks here on the island. The next room to the left upstairs is Mr. Williams' bedroom.
Whose room is this?
He got to smile and wave to everybody. The other 2 bedrooms up here are guest carpet changes, and you can see the hardwood floors. Notice that the hallway gets pretty narrow. Colors of their grandchildren.
Oh, check out his kids' room.
Maybe they're governettes, or their tutor would have stayed on the second floor in one of those bedrooms.
They got a bathroom in there too. Another one. This place has a lot of bathrooms and tubs. And you know why they got the fireplaces, because they have to stay warm during the winter.
They were involved in daily life of the family.
This is the servant's room. Got staircases everywhere. It's a little kid's room, a sewing room. It's another small room. Okay, going up to the next floor. Another bathroom. You got the kind of tank you have to pull it down. It's a big house. at that. Nice. Cool. Look at that seat. Looks like a throne. Look at that timeline. All the way to 2000. Got another bathroom. See that? That's probably like the 7th bathroom I've seen. This is oil industry. All the way to the 1840s.